Ladies and gentlemen, life is good. We are here celebrating 1 year of the Natural Championship reign. You can boo all you want. I'm here to stay. None of these other hosts have even an inkling of what it takes to be the Chair Shot Chronicle champion.
What it takes? What it fucking takes? Man, you're a fucking champ for a year. You haven't defended the fucking belt at all. Who the fuck do you think you are? Man, better than anybody.
You and Brendan can walk around saying whatever. He never lost. You never did this. You want me to defend this fucking belt more?
Yeah.
I'll defend this fucking belt 24/7. You think I won't?
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, 24/7 my fucking ass. New Chair Shot champion.
Ladies and
Hey, whoa. Hold it up there, buddy. I don't think you should be introing the show anymore. Considering you lost the Chair Shot Chronicle Championship to the little bro. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chair Shot Chronicles. I am the main host now, the Chair Shot Chronicle champion, Johnny Megga. Whew, feels good to say that. To my right,
I don't need your help. To his right, we have the man who, for the past year and a half almost, carried this show on his back.
clown.
The man who books the guests, you know Corey, you know Sammy, you know the people I'm tight with, the people I got rocking with me. Yeah, that's who I am. I am Nick motherfucking Natural.
The clown.
Don't get it confused.
Anyway, and to my left, a childhood friend of mine, known for 7 years. Welcome, Zay.
What's up?
What's going on?
Not much.
Yeah, you don't have to wave to the clown. You don't gotta wave to him.
There's like a lot of beef.
Yeah. I mean, he's just butthurt. He's butthurt. The little bro upstaged him for once.
The little bro took advantage of me when I had my back turned. I mean, look, I guess, you know what? I'm not going to front. I'll give some respect where respect is due. I did something foolish and put my title on the line 24/7 to be a little cocky.
It's about time to put the belt up.
He took his advantage, you know what I mean? It's not what I could say worked for Brendan in the past because, you know, Brendan, if he's here for the episode, he usually just shows up when we celebrate, you know. If he's here, then, I mean, maybe he would have had a shot at his belt.
Our so-called deathmatch guy.
I mean, you can't really say so-called, because he is the deathmatch guy. But,
You know,
since John was champion, we allowed him to choose the first guest of the reign of Megga.
the Megga era. This is the Megga era.
But, so we're going to talk about some fun stuff. We have some good stuff lined up.
Definitely. Alright, well, we're going to start with the fact that we know that Isaiah isn't necessarily a huge wrestling fan now. He was definitely a huge wrestling fan when I met him.
Yeah. back
Me
then.
and him wrestling up in the attic,
Yeah.
killing each other.
Almost killing me. But yeah, yes.
But I've known that for years. One of your favorite wrestlers is the Tribal Chief. Can we just take the moment to acknowledge our Tribal Chief today? Roman Reigns. So I guess what I want to ask you is, how have you felt about this whole bloodline story? What are your opinions on it? Are there any moments that stuck out to you?
Well, like you said, I do like Roman Reigns, but I did like the feud. It was very. I like how Sami Zayn turned on Roman to try to get Jimmy and Jay to open their eyes, and then how Jimmy. Everybody thought that Jay was gonna side with Roman, and then it was just. It went the wrong way. It went kind of left.
Alright, how do you feel about Solo in the group? Do you think he's a good fit? Because I think he's a great fit.
I think at some point Solo.
I think it doesn't necessarily matter of if they're a good fit. It's just where they fit. Because, like, one I'll say is I kind of figured that Jay was going to stick with Jimmy over just the fact that, like, they're twins.
Yeah.
So, like, their bond is different than just the bond between, like, Solo and one of them, or one of them compared to Roman. I think the Solo thing is a setup to bring in Rikishi. Like, I think this whole...
Yeah, it might happen this week.
The reason Solo's the guy that stuck with Roman was because we need to get the other members involved. Because, like, yeah, we've been saying that Roman's the head of the table, but, like, there are other members that have yet to say a damn thing.
That's true.
Certain boulder.
Boulder.
Maybe a pebble. Or The Rock! The Hollywood megastar. Speaking of Hollywood, there are tons of movie characters in Hollywood that have been wrestlers, like fictional characters who portray wrestlers in movies, such as Captain Insano. How have you guys felt about that whole Captain Insano? Like, what was your opinion on it? How did you feel about it when it first happened? Or when you first watched the movie?
It was
I love the fact that, I mean, it was just so tasteful for it to be Big Show, especially because it was like when Big Show had all that hair.
Yes.
So it made it look even a little more funny. And
I
then
think
him
it's
just
great.
laughing at him.
Mm-hmm. I think it's great they brought it back on AEW.
Yes.
That was perfect.
They teased at it this year, like they did a little fucking... It was like a skit thing,
It
right?
was like, I think someone was dreaming, and they woke up and they saw Captain Insano on their TV.
That's fucking great. It's hilarious.
Now you just gotta wrestle under Captain Insano at once. Next up we have Nacho Libre.
He's probably my favorite.
That's the Tribal Chief.
The Tribal Chief.
That's the Tribal Chief.
Damn.
Nacho Libre.
I want Nacho Libre versus Roman Reigns.
Nacho's winning.
I create Nacho Libre in my game almost every year. How could you not?
It's not something I think of doing right away.
Dude, some of those matches were not bad
Oh,
in
yeah.
that movie.
Oh yeah, that was.
And the story is just great. I love Jack Black. I mean, do you think that movie would get made today? Because he's not
Like remake
Spanish at all, right?
Like have someone remake
Is Jack
it?
Black
Like if it was...
Mexican? There's no way, right?
I don't know.
You want to do a fact check? Oh, it's got the fact check.
I'm gonna do it real quick. Nope. He's not.
Wow.
He's not. He's English,
Yeah, if
Irish,
that
and
movie was
German.
made today in the same way, and it was a white dude playing a Mexican person, yeah, no, it would definitely get fucking canceled right away.
I honestly couldn't see it any other way.
It would only be right if it was Jack Black. Imagine they made a second Nacho Libre where he's still Nacho Libre and it's like his son. That would be
The
wild.
story and the actor would have to be good.
Definitely.
Like who they got to play his son would
Yeah.
have to be amazing.
Alright, I'm gonna go into oh my god, wow, I messed up. A wrestler who played a wrestler in a movie. Bonesaw!
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
He's got
Like-
Spider-Man for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
I just want to point out that when that was on my shoulders, I wasn't messing shit up.
Yeah, but you're still a clown.
I ain't messing shit
Still
up.
a clown.
I ain't messing. You see that light right there? when that shit's on and not dying, like in the last video, if you peeped in the last video, that shit died.
No. I
But,
realized it after we stopped filming and we were sitting here and I'm looking up at it and I'm like,
I never shut that off.
oh no.
But I don't make mistakes like that.
Man, that was when you were champ. So really you made that mistake.
That's a battery dying. I can't control that. But yes, Bonesaw, Macho Man, another great one. Now let me ask this question. I couldn't remember this as we were discussing it a little bit before. Was his finisher just the elbow drop?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
And
think
they
it
just
was.
named it the Bonesaw, right?
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah, that was good, man. I mean,
It was a very short run for that character, obviously.
yeah.
But for what it was.
He was in like an
Yeah, it was-
insane shape in that movie.
Yeah.
He was gigantic.
Yeah. Alright, next up.
I think.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I think,
No, keep going.
I think that
My
one
bad.
is. I think that one moved up. I think Nacho Libre is my second favorite.
Really? Wow.
I
So
think
Bonesaw?
I
So
think
Bonesaw's
Bonesaw's
number
my
one?
first for me.
Bonesaw's a great one.
Because the line that you just said keeps playing in my
3
head.
minutes of
3
playtime.
I was like, yeah, no, that's it.
nowhere.
I was like, nah, that's it. That's so good. That's what
Alright,
they
next up we have another wrestler portraying a wrestler, but this time it's in a boxing movie with Hulk Hogan as Thunderlips.
Do you remember that?
I do.
I mean, you guys are younger than me, so
I like rewatching the
have you
movie
both
decent
seen
amount.
that movie?
Yeah, a little bit of it.
The third Rocky?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Right at the beginning, bro. I mean, I think he just plays that part so good. He's also so much taller than
Then,
Stallone
yeah.
that it just made him look gigantic.
Yeah,
That was probably one of my more favorite.
he's
Hogan
definitely up there with
roles.
me.
That one?
Yeah, that one's a little like high up there. Maybe it might be number 2, like for me.
Mm.
Number 1 will always be Nacho Libre for me.
Bonesaw.
Bonesaw's a close number 3, like a nice number 3.
3 minutes.
Alright, last but certainly not least, we have a character from a fantastic movie in my
I have a
opinion.
couple more too, some fictional ones.
yeah.
But you could go on and say that one. I'll say mine after. I thought
no
of a
problem.
couple off the top of my head.
Alright, we have Randy Robinson from The Wrestler. What are your opinions on him? And his character and the development?
I'll be real with that. I love Mickey Rourke. I think he played the part real well. I just wasn't a fan of the way the movie was written.
Okay.
It's a very dramatized version of it, but I understand it. But I've seen better
I like that it's a movie about a wrestler who's retired.
and coming back from it.
And it's not like
a struggle.
a show that's like a full-on movie of just wrestling.
Mm.
I get what you're
Sort of like
saying.
Heels,
It's
like the
it's
show.
like-
I mean, Heels is a great show. But I'm glad it wasn't something along the lines of that.
Have you seen Heels?
No, I don't think so.
Stephen Amell is in it. He's like the main guy.
That's
He's
why.
the
That's
dude
why.
who plays
That's why.
Green Arrow.
That's why I was looking at you guys and I'm trying to remember. But I like the way it sounds.
The new
But-
season's coming out.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the end of the month, I believe. Probably by the time this episode's out. Oh no, actually, yeah, it definitely will be out. It'll be probably coming out in 2 weeks or something. I think
Yeah.
it's July 27th or 28th, whatever. But that is also like that, where it's it doesn't. It focuses on wrestling, and wrestling drives the plot and the story. But you're not watching guys in a ring the whole episode. You're watching this guy deal with his family. You're watching.
So
him
it's
deal
his
with,
it's his life plus wrestling.
plus that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, essentially,
They go in depth with his past, like his dad and stuff.
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty wild.
Basically, just like a documentary.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Well, I would consider a documentary
CM Punk's in the
something.
show.
Well, I would consider something
yeah.
I would consider a documentary what you're famous for, but also what happened and everything you went through before you got famous. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would consider a documentary.
Word. I mean, this is like that, but they're living in present day.
Okay.
You're watching this guy deal with his life, and he's still currently trying to do wrestling.
Okay.
It's almost like you're watching a regular drama series, but the guy's a wrestler on top of that. So some of the drama does take place in the ring, where
Yeah.
they'll show you how someone in a real wrestling federation could shoot on you.
Okay.
There have been instances where if a dude accidentally kicks you in the face, a guy may get up and punch you. For
Nice
real.
receipt.
Give you a receipt. He's gonna let you know yo.
It's coming.
I was gonna say, wasn't there? There was a. They had something with Undertaker, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was
Undertaker.
Undertaker and
Orton.
Randy Orton.
Yeah, he said he told him.
I think he,
I'm sorry.
I
and
think
he was
he hit him
Orton
with a
hit him
chair.
with a chair, but he hit him with the lip back
Yeah.
part of the chair.
And he said something
Oh,
about
I'm
receipts, and
sorry.
Orton was like, "What?"
He didn't
And
give
then
it
he
to
got
him
him
in the
back.
ring, but he was like, "You got one coming for me."
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it was like they were doing, I think, a Hell in a Cell match, and he was like, "Here you go, this is the receipt,"
Mm-hmm.
and he just did it.
Did it with a chair. It was the same type of spot.
Yeah, same thing. He just hit him with the chair hard as hell.
Yeah.
We were watching. What was the one I sent you guys to the chat the other day with? Was it Okada?
Yes. He got kicked in the face.
Okada got kicked in the face, right?
And he beat the
just
shit out
got
of
up
this
and he just, dude, he threw a beating on this guy. I'll show you after we're done with this.
I
But
didn't see it.
he threw a beating on this guy.
Yeah, so what characters did you have in mind?
I thought of. Oh my god.
And this is what
Family
happens.
Family Guy.
Like, oh, okay. That's a good one. The sister.
Heavy Flow.
Yeah.
When Peter Griffin, his sister, comes to town to visit, and she is a professional wrestler.
Oh, I know
Toxic
what you're
Shock.
talking about. Okay, yes.
Toxic Shock is a finisher,
She's
yeah.
a finisher. What's her name? Do you remember her name?
Isn't it Heavy Flow?
No, that is
Peter?
Peter's.
Not look it up.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But yeah, she does the Toxic Shock, and they wrestle at the end,
I
and
could
Meg
have sworn
saves
she
him
was Heavy Flow.
with like a mean headshot.
Oh, yeah. I could have sworn she was Heavy Flow.
I don't think she is. And then another one of my favorite, and I can't, it's technically not, it's not a movie, it's another cartoon, but
I think I might know. If it isn't, I have one. But I want you to say yours.
it is Mucha Lucha. Do you remember that show?
No.
It's a show on Cartoon Network about like kids who go to like school, but their dads are like wrestlers. They're based off wrestlers. One of the guys' name is Da Flea.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
There's
remember
a
that.
character named Da Flea. Yeah, El Tigre, I think, is the main guy. It's called Mucha Lucha.
Heavy Flow. She is Heavy Flow.
She's Heavy Flow?
Yes.
So then what's his name? Maxine Patricia? Maxie Patty.
Yes, it's Maxie Patty.
Boom. Got it.
What?
Yeah, because a maxi pad would stop a heavy flow.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that. I don't remember that show.
Yeah, that's dope. That's crazy.
Well, I
Lucha
thought of
Lucha
another
was
one
mad
too.
good. What
It's
else?
another cartoon. The Krusty Crushers. Patrick and SpongeBob
Oh
when
my
they
God,
wrestle.
Yes.
And the tag team tournament.
I forgot about that. Damn.
Also, the two giant dudes they wrestle.
Yeah.
That's such a great episode. It's one of my favorite episodes.
Do you have any to add? Anybody that you're thinking off the top of your head? Because I feel like people would have some to add, but I didn't know if we got them. I knew we didn't get them all. You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't
knew there
watch
were
a
more
lot of. I
references.
didn't watch like a lot of ones that had like wrestling things incorporated, like cartoon wise.
Yeah.
Like the only
It was
thing.
rare.
The only thing the only thing that I remember is like the one crossover. It wasn't even wrestling related. It was a Gumball turning like Super Saiyan. Like he's yelling in the hallway and he's like let's nail
He,
this
like,
guy or
lights
something,
up.
and then everything just goes crazy. That's the only thing I remember. But wrestling wise, I don't think I saw any crossovers. Besides like maybe like an occasional elbow drop from like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah,
Like them
word.
wrestling in the Scrabble and just
So speaking of tag teams such as the Krusty Crushers, we're gonna play a game now that we're doing a this or that.
Okay.
And what I will be doing is taking a tag team, and you will be picking which member of the team you would prefer more.
Okay.
So, for example, I will start with the Usos, Jimmy or Jay.
I'm gonna pick Jay. I'll tell you why. I like his haircut better.
He doesn't have a shit ton of DUIs.
That has nothing to do with it. I just think also I like his storyline, his
Yeah.
part of the storyline a little bit
Yeah.
better. Yeah. Like, I think he really drives the whole thing. Like, you can, like, you know, Jimmy kind of, like, cracks sometimes and they all kind of laugh, but, like, Jay, I think, is, like, the glue holding the whole storyline
Jay is
together.
definitely a good storyteller
Yeah.
with it. Jimmy, though, I honestly, his promos.
I don't
kill
want to
it.
say he's bad because I don't think they've given him enough time to shine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look, they already did an interview and they said their dream match is to have a 1v1 at WrestleMania.
I think,
And they want Rikishi to be the special
you
guest
see
rep.
how Jay chose Jimmy
Mhm.
over them? I feel like we're going to come full circle to that. And it's going to be Jimmy's turn to decide. And he's not going to choose Jay. That's what'll lead to a one-on-one with them. Because it'll just be part of that whole storyline. Like, they'll squash it with that one beef, you know what I mean? So, like, that could probably... I think that would be an interesting way to get them to come to that conclusion.
I would pick... See, I would like to say Jay, but, like, you already said all the good things. So it's like, I'm just going to be...
Co-signing it?
So I'm going to be... I can't. He's the champ. I'm on his side.
Oh!
I'm on his side.
Oh!
So I gotta go with Jimmy.
Guess you're outnumbered this time.
I gotta go with Jimmy. He didn't leave his brother behind. He stayed on him, consistent, trying to get him to see it.
Sammy opened their eyes. That's exactly what happened. Alright, so the next tag team I'm going to do is another brother tag team. And the Hardy Boys. Matt or Jeff?
I'll let you answer first, because I know my answer, and
I know your answer. I know your answer.
Okay, you said Matt or Jeff?
Yes.
Jeff. Jeff was is my favorite wrestler, but I just like him because he's the one that does all that crazy stuff, like jumping from 16-foot ladders, attempting to hit somebody, and they move, and he's taking, like, even though they, like, I rehearsed for this, that's still risky. Like, what if he doesn't move in time and they, like, collide heads or something, or what if he just,
Or if he overshoots it.
Yeah, or if he undershoots it. A lot of people are starting to undershoot now, like, just missing, who missed the announcement, like, by this much? They did
the Spanish Fly, it was Logan Paul and Ricochet. But Logan Paul fucked that up, and he blamed Ricochet. I was like, dude.
Yeah, I think that might be a little bit of a work, but...
I hope it is.
Things to get some heat. Real quick, Matt Hardy is a wrestling mastermind. His family is a wrestling mastermind, like all of his kids. His wife, too. They have a chokehold on the wrestling world right now as a family, and I don't want it to ever end. I hope their children grow up, and I hope all three boys, and I don't even give a shit if the girl wants to do it too. She could do it too. A Hardy Boy faction? Could you imagine that, bro?
I mean, Jeff's got 2 daughters, too. Imagine a 3 guy,
3 girls, the Hardy family. I mean,
unfortunately,
that would be like
Matt does things on AEW already that his kids are involved in.
Yeah, I mean, and Broken Matt.
And look at the world of wrestling today. We have -1.
Yeah,
Brody's
all
son.
these kids are the next generation.
Yeah, and like they're in the world now. Like they're in the game now. By the time they're
18,
18,
like 17, 18,
19, 20, shit, I'm gonna say 16.
I mean, look
Because,
at Jeff.
like,
He started when he was 16.
Jeff started with him, but then that was on the low. But like, I think it would be way more
Now
common
it's a
for
little
these
different.
kids to get their shot early, and they're just gonna have so much knowledge growing to it. So that's where I'm gonna put Matt. And I just think Matt was There was a point in time where everybody was out loud saying Jeff was the better brother. Like Matt knew that.
Yeah.
He lived through that. And I feel like even though all that was being said, he turned it around. He had all these crazy gimmicks. He did this crazy shit in Impact. And now it's almost like he's looked at to be the savior for Jeff.
Yeah. I mean,
the guy who's supposed to help Jeff get better. And he's supposed to be the brother and look out for his brother and shit. And I mean, he's doing that, but he's still performing. I mean, people could say what they want about his wrestling. He's not. Yeah, he doesn't do the crazy shit.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to.
But he has his moments and he has his moves, and he's more of a grounded, strong-based wrestler. And Jeff's not. That's the difference.
Fortunately, I'm gonna have to sign with the former champ on that one. I'm gonna pick Matt. And you said everything. I'll have to agree with that on that one. I mean, it's the truth. Look at Broken Matt Hardy.
Yeah, it's important. Hold on 1 second. John, come on.
Yeah, Jeff's the better brother. Okay, the next tag team I'm gonna go with is the Dudley Boys. Bubba or Devon.
Bubba. I'm picking Bubba. Only just because I think...
I mean, I see why. Like, I get it.
Bubba's done more on his own.
Yeah, that's
only right. Yeah, no, I get it. That was a quick one.
Not only that, he's funnier.
My balls!
He's funny.
Alright, we're gonna finish off that trifecta and we're gonna go Edge and Christian. who's the better one, Edge or Christian. A lot of people say Christian, and I think it's a very interesting debate.
So I would personally like define better, like wrestling wise, or just like.
I mean, it could be wrestling wise, who you like. It could be any of that.
I'm gonna pick Christian just based off longevity.
I get it.
He's never really gotten crazy bad injured like that, where it put him out for years at a
What do you
time.
mean? He was retired for years.
Yeah, but like, there was a portion of time where Edge wasn't around. Just look at his accolades. Like, he has been in every single.
That's true. He's been in every wrestling game.
Wrestling promotion,
And
every game. Like,
he's the first
he's
person to be in a
done
TNA,
big things everywhere.
AEW, WWE, and some other type of game. I think it's like maybe WCW or something. I don't remember. But
He's in a
anyway,
lot of shit. Now he's in the AEW game.
Yeah.
That just came out. So but all of that, I feel like that puts him just a little bit above. Edge has only ever done WWE. You know what I mean?
He's definitely reinvented himself over this past year with this heel
I
gimmick.
think he reinvents himself over and over and over.
I'm saying recently because he joined AEW under the Captain Charisma thing still, and then he turned heel.
And it transitioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zay?
I'm gonna say Edge, and I'm just gonna say Edge because I liked the storyline between Edge and Lita.
Who hasn't?
I like that one.
I'm gonna side with Zay again. Edge.
Picking Edge?
I'm picking Edge because spear. That's all I gotta say.
Spear.
Because of the spear?
No, that was just a gimmick he did, and I thought it was something nice to go back to.
Okay.
Spear.
All right. Next up, I don't know specifically if you know this team. I'm gonna go with it. Yo! It's Shad Gaspard and JTG. It's crime time.
Yes,
So
I don't
Shad
know them.
or JTG.
I don't know them, but I know of them.
I was always a fan of JTG a little bit more. I think it was because I liked his ring gear a little bit more.
And the way it moved.
Yeah, like I was a fan.
I always love the entrance when
Like,
he stood out. And fucking
I'm not gonna front. Like, back in the day as a kid, you might have caught me and asked me like the Hardy Boy question, and I might have said Jeff because of that
Yeah.
reason. Like, everybody wants to be that more extreme partner out of the team. You know what I mean? You want to be the cooler one, whoever you think is cooler. So I feel like that team is the same.
Yeah, I would have picked the one that was more like energetic. The one because I remember watching them, and I remember like one of them going down the ramp, and he like flips his hat backwards, and then he just starts going, and I'm like, oh
yeah, JTG.
And he was the one that I liked because the other one was in the back so serious, just like big cast, just like
That team was too good and didn't get enough.
They got no title reigns.
recognition and anything like.
I remember they were getting
R.I.P.
their
to Shad
big.
too.
Oh yeah.
And JTG's still wrestling, bro.
He's definitely reinvented himself in the indies now. Even like I'm not gonna say because Chad died, but it's definitely something.
I'm sure it changes your mindset.
yeah.
Oh, definitely.
It definitely has something to do
Definitely,
with
but over the past how many years has it been since Shad passed? Like 2 or 3.
it. Yeah.
Over those past 2 or 3 years, he's been killing it on the indies, and he's been posting a lot on Instagram that he wants back in WWE. They brought Carlito back.
I would love
JTG
for
back.
him to show up at a Rumble.
That would be so good.
You don't have to win it.
Oh,
Just show up, sign a deal, come back.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. That show would be dope. I would be tuned into that. And honestly, I think he might have some dope ass gear. That's another thing, yo. Lately, I've been hating on people's gear. That's another thing for another day. We'll save that for a bigger episode when we got more time.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I like Seth Rollins' new gimmick.
Oh yeah,
What?
all
I like
wearing
that.
all the suits. Seth.
Oh yeah,
He's killing it right now.
He said my title reign would be longer than his.
I'm saying like their merch.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't like people's
okay.
merch.
the one that they
Like, I
just
love Punk, but I don't like any of Punk's shirts.
yeah, the most recent shirt that just came out that I really want to get is the LA Knight shirt. Yeah.
I just think they could do better.
All right, next up, we're gonna do the Brothers of Destruction, Undertaker or Kane.
Take it. Hands down.
Take
Not, I don't think
No,
I have
I
to
get-
argue.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I just feel like a lot of people would argue Kane. And I'm gonna say the only reason why is just because that man pulled off a lot of shit. Like Undertaker did too, but like if you look back at some of Kane's shit, he was killing it back in like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, I just think there was a finite couple of years of his career where he killed it, and surrounding that, he didn't live up to that.
Yeah.
Undertaker has performed consistently.
No, I get it.
You could say
I would
whatever you want to
definitely
say, like he's had some
Undertaker,
shit
yeah.
matches here and there, but like, I mean, I think he definitely is worth more.
He gave it was more hype with him, especially when it came to like main eventing WrestleMania, because he had that
The
streak.
undefeated
streak.
So then once it got defeated, it was just like, well, now what's gonna happen? Like everybody was intrigued more.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kane never came close to that. Kane had a Rumble record.
With Santino, as soon as he came in,
And he had the record for the most eliminations.
Most eliminations.
and then Roman won it.
Yeah,
Roman got it
Bullshit.
next.
Alright, I got 2 teams left. The first one, who would you choose between Matt Jackson or Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks?
Matt. I'm picking Matt.
I don't watch them enough.
Oh, damn. That's true. I mean, we watched a match
Yeah,
then, so
we
maybe if I
did.
show you a picture, you'll really get a...
I want the one.
It sucks because Nick's got my name, but Matt.
The one that was.
Matt's a pussy.
The one that I was gonna
Wow.
say, the one that I didn't like was the one.
Hey, I
that
watched
was complaining.
AEW All Access. They're both pussies, but Matt's more of a pussy. That's Matt. That's
Yeah,
Nick.
that was the one that I didn't like. That was the one that I saw like pushing him around in the ring and like slapping him because
Who did he
he
like?
wasn't doing
He
it.
didn't like who?
He didn't like Matt.
Why not? What was the reason you just said?
Yeah,
because he was
That
doing
was
what?
that.
Yeah.
What was Matt doing? He was
He was like pushing Nick
Like
around.
pushing, like in the match that we saw.
He was healing it up. I guess I don't. I just like Matt. I think.
I don't know.
I think when it comes to character work, I think that's where I like.
I
him.
get it.
In the
I
ring,
just-
they're both kind of very on par with each other.
Yeah, no, they're good.
I don't know about that. Hold on.
Who do you
Nick is the better in-ring competitor, I think.
think? Really?
Definitely. Matt's been injured more than Nick.
Yeah, but I don't count injuries as well as in ring talent.
But for the shit Nick Jackson does, he should be injured a lot more. That's where I'm going with it.
The only match that I saw was. the
I'm
one
sorry,
that
I'm going
I
to
saw
add one
with
more
you,
tag team.
But that one,
That's fine.
Yeah.
that one was good.
Alright, so next up we have the Lucha Brothers. Pentagon or Phoenix. Do you know who the Lucha Brothers are? I believe you do, but if you need me to pull up the picture, I will.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm gonna pick Penta.
That's where I was going with it too, but
It's nothing against Ray. I think he's good, but like
yeah, I love Ray
Penta
Phoenix.
has a
It's like a
different
hard
side
choice
of
for me.
him. I think the fact that he wears that mask and paints his mouth and
This one?
everything.
Yeah.
He picked Penta.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of their matches?
Yeah,
Alright.
I just don't remember.
And
that
Ray
we-
usually does the more crazier spots too.
Look, Penta does a lot of like Lucha Wrestling death
Matches, yeah.
I
So
do
that's
love
why
Penta. And I always
picked
loved
him.
Penta watching Lucha Underground. Like, I was like a
Yep.
fan of that
another one.
era
I'm
of
a big
Lucha.
Lucha Underground fan, so.
Alright, and last up, but certainly not least, Triple H or Shawn Michaels,
This is a hard one, bro.
Generation X. Nice little right in there in the end.
It's hard for me because I like them both, but it's not really hard for me because I feel like I would always come to the conclusion of Shawn Michaels.
Mhm.
I get it.
He's Mr. WrestleMania,
The showstopper.
winning the Rumble from #1, Boyhood Dream. I just think his matches don't like Triple H doesn't have matches that live up to as many matches that Michaels have had. They're close, but I just
Yeah.
think Michaels for me always takes the cake. You could argue the fact that some people say that like Triple H is only where he is because of who he married.
Mhm.
Shawn Michaels did that shit all on his own, and he was battling issues with like addiction, and
Yeah, I was gonna say he had a lot of
Yeah.
personal issues
So-
going on too.
for him to still perform like that throughout all that, I'm picking Shawn, bro. Fuck yeah.
Sean?
Yeah, I'm gonna,
Yeah,
I'm gonna take Shawn.
I'm gonna have to disagree. I may have to pick Triple H on
What a fucking dork. What a fucking dork.
Sorry, I'm only picking Triple H just because.
Because you like the taste of cock? Why? Why? Explain it.
Hey, at least I'm not a clown that picks all the fucking generic people to pick. All right.
I picked Shawn because Shawn is one of my heroes. He's probably my #1 wrestler of all time ever.
Oh, me. I will say this. Hold on. Me too, but if I'm
But
putting
you're
down...
gonna put Triple H over him?
Hold on. I'm not gonna say he's my number one, because I've said it before and I'll always say it again.
Okay, so
Macho Man is my number one.
Okay,
but
but explain to me why you're putting Triple H over Shawn.
Yeah, I need to know that.
I don't know, there's just something about Triple H that sticks out to me because of the shit that he pulls off backstage. The man reinvented Ric Flair. The man built Randy Orton from the ground up. The man built Batista from the ground up.
And he would have not been able to do any of those things had he not married someone who was in power and then given the ability to just do creative things on the story.
That's true.
You could always argue that point. It would have been different had he done all those things before
himself.
he married anyone. What things like that did he accomplish pre-Stephanie?
Pre-Stephanie? Damn, he got me. I'll admit, he got me. The former champ stumped me, folks. The former champ stumped me. Still a fucking clown, but he stumped me.
I'm gonna make this championship reign miserable for you. I don't know how, but you ain't gonna have fun. I'm gonna be a very, very, very big critic.
Sit over there with no belt and
Don't
let me
worry.
do the outro.
One day your buddies will see.
What, man?
Anyway, thank you for joining us for another fantastic episode of Chair Shot Chronicles. Even more fantastic now that we have a new champion around. Mr. Megga's reign has begun. Oh, thank you. I'd like to say thank you to our guest, Zay, today for joining us. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the fans? Any plugs, anything?
No? Just, his reign's gonna be very, very fun. It's gonna be very good.
To my right,
We have the future Chair Shot Chronicles champion.
you can't come up with anything original.
Natural. Says the guy who literally for the last 2 to 3 promos used my intro phrase every single time. Every single time.
Where did it get me? Oh, that's right! I'm the host now! Hey, look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now. I am your Chair Shot Chronicle champion, Mr. Megga. Thank you for joining us here at Chair Shot Chronicles.
The host and the host with the most.